Hello, humans. It is me, Fuzz. Yes. This time is going to be a bit different, seeing as this is the first time I'm recording myself for an actual video in relation to Destiny. Well, whereas you can actually see me like this. Yes. It is quite late where I am. Unfortunately, waking up in the morning is an important thing, yes. This video will not necessarily be super long, it is just, I guess it's kind of to somewhat test the waters. I am concerned as to how well it will record what happens as I play, with the nature of the graphics of this game. Wasn't as big a concern with Pokemon, but I am a bit concerned about this. Oh. Well, shoot, that is not at all what I expected. Ah, boy. Let's see now. I didn't think that was going to be something I would test. Hold on a moment. I'm just going to do this for a moment, so it's just you and me. And let's see what the issue is. There shouldn't be any network issues. No, it looks fine. Okay. Let's try that again. It should be just fine. Come on, you got past the initial loading screen. What issue could there possibly be here? Ah, there we go. My 3 characters. I have some videos for Destiny 2 already up, but they need more work. Depending on what I end up deciding in the long run, I might actually remove them, but I think they can stay for now. First time getting on this week, which I guess that would mean there's more story? I haven't done a lot this season, though I did manage to get this. This is also somewhat, I guess it's kind of odd to say this is a test to see if you guys are even interested in me playing this. But, well, seeing as how I'm still sort of starting out in the first place. Like, there isn't exactly a huge amount of room for me to get a lot of feedback. Seeing as how I'm just beginning. But hey, for those of you who do eventually, or if you ever do get to watch this, if you do find it interesting, then yeah, maybe let me know. Kinda hard to know, yes. I should probably head to the tower actually. Just grab a few bounties. Though I don't know how relevant they'll be, because during this time of me playing, I'll probably do a few things with each of my characters. Just, I guess, things I would do weekly. That I would like want to grab without missing out the opportunity, so to speak. What have they available? Ooh. Wait. What? Oh, yeah. Why do I feel like I did not see this ornament? Oh, my hair is being kind of odd. Uncomfortable hair. Ridiculous. Spill the tea. Oh. And Iron Banner is up. Crucible can be quite the pain. To be fair, it's not the only thing here in Destiny that can be a pain. Wait a minute.
It's time to fight.
Am I taller than you, Saladin? Since when? Saladin, you've gotten small. Saladin? Radio.
It's good to
You've
be
gotten
back
small,
on
sir.
Earth
There's also something else I've been a little concerned about in terms of me recording my gameplay of Destiny 2, it being an MMO. Naturally, there are other people. Now, for how to describe it, I guess privacy reasons, I'm not really sure if it's a concern at all. But then again, when you think about it, they're playing an MMO. If being seen by other people is such a big concern, there isn't exactly an offline version of Destiny 2 to my knowledge.
Guardian.
I mean, they're going to be seen one way or another. In fact, they probably want to be seen up to a point. Is it just me, or is Trade Eagle getting more attention?
Searching.
I mean, I would say rightfully so. It was easily one of the best bows.
What cipher is
Alright,
this?
Rahul, what have you got for me? Actually, I might not want to use up all of these. I'm still going to grab the seasonal weaponry before the end of the season. I look forward to the next expansion. Very intrigued about the new abilities they have. What the heck is that?
Everything's still there.
Huh? What am I looking at? You there. That hood you have. Inspect. I've never seen such a wolf's wood cloak. It has a wolf hood. Huh. So then the new Iron Banner armor is out then, I'm assuming. Or a new Iron Banner armor.
Don't try to
3,
impress
I guess,
me in the
at least?
Crucible. Just get better.
Ooh. Huh. A helmet. Ooh, I kind of like this one. Ooh. The little charms on the chest might be kind of impractical, I guess, for a war-ready battle outfit, but not bad. Ooh, it really looks like it's ready to go up to a point. Not bad. I wonder what the rest of the class is. Wait a minute, what the heck is that? An auto rifle. What else do you have that's new? That one's not new. Is it just the auto rifle? Ganora's axe is the old shotgun. Made new this season, it seems. So it was redone, and then we got this brand new one. Dark Decider? If I'm reading that correctly. Oh. It's a Vest Stinger. It's a Weist weapon. Or Vesti weapon, however you want to call it, I guess. They seem to be having a lot of weapons recently, that group.
Keep growing your light.
What the heck? Oh, it's a hat. Now, I haven't played in a bit. Been playing a lot of Pokemon, and to be honest, I want to play more.
Checking.
Though, oh, I should probably have mentioned that before. My uploads. By the time this gets uploaded, or at least when you see it, things are going kind of weird with the way I've been uploading my videos. While I intend to have it normalized sooner or later, this video should hopefully mark a turning point almost, or getting rather close to such a turning point anyways,
I know that gun.
where things get more, I guess, organized properly. Like, as of, I wonder if I should bother explaining the full.
Welcome back. Here to forge your light.
Because, like, this video, which I'm making now, before this I went on a spree of uploading plenty of other videos. Rapidly.
Yes. I am at your service.
Because I had upgraded my model up to a point. Fixing certain issues that were, I guess, quite sometimes noticeable when talking. Sometimes rather apparent. But I wanted to wait to make certain other content that wasn't related to the Pokemon so much, and even certain other Pokemon content. I wanted to first at least get that video uploaded But that would require me to have uploaded all the other ones before it. I couldn't just suddenly upload like episode, what, 37 before finishing uploading all the other ones. Essentially, the way I've gone about this was not necessarily the most strategically aligned or proper. But hopefully, I end up getting it all sorted out. Or hopefully it doesn't cause too much problems. It shouldn't be all too heavily noticeable, I guess, by anyone else other than myself. Yeah, it looks like OBS is showing the quality is kind of weird for this game. Well, at least it's showing it somewhat consistently. Just have to hope that it's not too weird. With it being, oh shoot, it's almost 6. I should really get to it. I mean, there's only so many things I intend to grab.
Welcome back.
Mainly loot from certain raids.
Come visit again soon.
That I can just jump in and grab. I can even go see Banshee. But there's this. And this. Ooh. How nice. Anything nice? Ooh! Yay! They finally gave it to us. A very, very cool looking ornament. It still costs my bright dust, though.
I am the Black Armory. They can steal all the forges they want, but they cannot have my hands or my mind.
What's this one? Oh, it kinda doesn't matter. The sparrow I use is faster. I don't understand the way this game is designed in certain regards. I mean, how do I describe it? Bungie's done a lot, no doubt, with this game. But
I see you. Let's talk.
there's a lot of problems with this game. It perplexes me. I mean, I like the game. Obviously, if I didn't at all, then why would I bother playing it? And if you ask me, it is easily one of the best MMOs there is. But the scale of how many problems it has, it's not like Skyrim where it's got like glitchiness that it's like, oh, that's funny. It's like, a quick example. You see these exotics? Why can't I just use 3 exotics? You might think, well, that would be overpowered. Well, if that's the case, where's the different examples to prove my point? If using 3 exotics was overpowered, then why is this an exotic? So you've got exotics like this, which would feel like they give you almost no benefit. Almost no benefit.
I won't forget everyone we lost.
And then you compare something like this to like, something like this. Or like this. Or like this. Or this. Or almost anything else on this whole page. Heck, even this under the right conditions. Something that's almost essentially, what's exotic about it is that it's apparently just a decent scout rifle. But if I were to look in my vault, I could probably find a kinetic scout rifle that I would deem to be better near enough. At least for out in the field activities. If you're talking about specifically for Crucible, then yeah, maybe it's not so bad. But that's like the one and only place it will probably almost ever shine, as far as hard activities goes. And that's not to say that no one can use it in a hard activity and make it work. You could probably make it work, yeah. But there are other things that would probably be more proficient. At least from as far as I can tell. Let's see here. To be fair, I do get that there are exotic weapons that are like this one, almost. Actually, after what they released in that dungeon, it's kind of hard to say if this one's a great example for this anymore. I mean, this one's really good, right? Yes, yes, very, very, very good. However, they did give us this, which after getting it and using it a little bit, I was like, you know what? This feels actually very much like Dead Man's Tale. I mean, fair enough. I think they're supposed to be the same frame type, but like, this can get perks that were only from a raid before. You can get explosive payload, which is pretty nice, and rapid hit. Sure, it can't be as strong as the other one, but that's still pretty good for a legendary, though.
You don't look too banged up.
At that point, it gets like fusion rifle.
Done and done.
Kinetic.
We'll be watching.
I don't have my phone over here, so I should probably choose wisely what I take with me. Do I have room in the vault to put these things in there? I'll just have to hope I do. But like, there's many things. It's weird. I almost hope that Bungie sees my videos that I will probably make of me playing Destiny. But in some ways I almost hope they don't. I mean, what if there are things in the game that are good, but for some reason they look at it and they're like, no. No, why should we do that? I mean, prospectively, you remember what they did with Tesla? If you've played the game anyways, you might know of what they did with Tesla. This thing. They messed around with it. They just had a fun, like, week with it, and just messed around with it, toyed around with it. Changed its effect and everything, just suddenly out of the blue. Well, they didn't change everything about it, but it felt like it. They had like a little gag with it, I guess. They just messed around. And then, well, suddenly, then they put it back to normal. I mean, there's one reason I can see to justify that. But aside from that, there's like almost nothing that justifies that. They went out of their way and prioritized this just to mess around with it for a little bit, and then suddenly put it back to normal. We've got enough weapons with enough problems as it is. I'm surprised they have the amount of time to just suddenly decide on playing around with this. I don't just simply mean messing around for like research purposes. They gave it a whole effect and everything, and did a little jokes about it. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah. Shoot, what was I even looking for? Glaives, fusion rifles, which I can do that with. I'll go with this one. Fusion rifles and grenade launchers.
Swear it was right here.
This one would probably kill them off nicely, so I'll go with this one. And then should probably make a little bit of room. I mean, after all, with where I'm going, I'll be getting a little bit of loot. Off and away. I would go to the last wish and handle the wish wall stuff, but with how late it is, that's probably going to take too long. Ooh.
All data has a lineage.
I haven't managed to solo this dungeon all the way yet. I mean, I've gotten to the last encounter, but I didn't really give it all that many tries. Just kind of left it for the time being. Partly because I wanted to do it on recording, but also because there was other things to handle. Lots of other things to handle. Okay, I'll switch to that. So this glaive will do. Even though I want to change its perks, I just haven't got around to it yet. And, wait, shoot, that would have done. I didn't need to... Oh, wow. I was also considering that they could have actually allowed us to just use any weapon in any slot. Well, that sounds a little odd, but essentially, we got 3 weapon slots. If we can carry a weapon as big as this in our special slot, or something like just switch between this or this. And for this, we can go with something this light, or something else that's gargantuanly heavy. It's clearly not about actually the weight of the object. It's just Bungie's design.
Guardians,
I'm sure
I
they
am not
want
your
balance
vanguard
of some
and I give
sort,
no
but
orders, only a
I
warning.
don't get it.
The pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered.
With how
This one
some
was not
hard
left for
activities
you
are,
to
it's
find.
kind of,
You were not guided to it, not
it's kind of
beckoned.
hard, you know? It's
This
kinda
domain
hard
belongs
to
to a dark entity,
see
unknown
really
in power.
what kind of balance.
It seeks domination of
If
the
you've
throne
been into
world.
any really
Your
hard
presence
activities,
within will be
you
most
might kind of get what I'm saying.
Welcome, children of light.
Especially after they gave us
Drown
infinite
in
primary.
the deep,
They gave primary weapons a
or
value
rise
that,
from
like,
it.
is kind of hard for a special weapon or a heavy weapon to beat. Just having flat out infinite ammo. Really like Big Thunder. Oh, that's like up in there. More specifically, she will like Big Thunder. Quality definitely not being recorded. Unfortunately, though, with the gear, I don't know any way to fix that. Oh well, hopefully my endeavors here in Destiny 2 will still be useful. And hopefully I'll be able to fix this quality disturbance at some point. Well, there's such a thing as constant knowledge. That and knowledge that I do not have yet. Okay. Super will be ready soon. Nice. It's a good thing I have this dual screen setup, otherwise the quality I'd be playing on would be atrocious. I wouldn't be able to perform properly. Like the quality that I'm seeing on the OBS is displaying. Yeah, that would be like almost as bad as if I went and played on the PS4 or something. Having said, if I recorded that, it would be even worse probably on OBS. Yes, indeed. Take that. That's unfortunate, not a red frame. Let's see, from this raid, what can I craft right? I can craft this, the pulse rifle. I think now I can craft also the linear fusion rifle recently. And fortunately I can craft the glaive. So it's just this and the submachine gun now that I'm missing? I can check actually. Let's see here. Ha. Oh, that's sidearms. Yeah, 2 more for that. And then the grenade launcher. Also 2 more for that, so just 4 more. Preferably one of what I just got, but then this one didn't have a red frame. Dang it. Off I go. I think with my other characters I might not bother grab the bounties. But I probably should. I mean, considering how long it's taken me already just to do that one and then do some tower activities, I think it's safe to say that this video will at least probably be an hour, or almost be 1 hour at least. Yeah, probably won't be a long video. I mean, my Pokemon videos was rather long. I'm rather fond of Pokemon, if I haven't portrayed that, I suppose. Oh, they're all cleared. I wasn't so sure if they were all cleared yet, but it seems they are. Get rid of this. Switch this to something like that. Crikey, me aiming this bow the way I do might look kind of weird on OBS. He's hoping it captures it just
the deep stone crypt, the birthplace of the Exo, and a prison for something sinister.
Actually, maybe I should be more concerned about my actual aim instead.
To unleash a chaos they do not understand. Their success means untamed power beyond their wildest dreams.
So, I don't know how
they
all
must
of
be
you
strong.
guys play Destiny 2, if you do in the first place. So, I will say this. I don't like aim assist. I don't like it pretty much at all. Actually, I kind of hate it. Yeah. I don't know, when I first heard about it, I was like, that's absurd. What a ridiculous concept. I don't like it because how to portray it. You see how, if I go back and forth, actually that might be kind of if I... It's going to kill me if I'm careful with trying to show this. If I aim down sights, and then... Yeah, that'll be very hard to see. So if I just go back and forth, while looking in his direction, I'm not touching the aiming stick. Okay, no, every now and then I am. Right now I'm not touching the aiming stick, I'm just moving back and forth. But if you may have been able to see that it was moving my aim there without me trying to. That's probably what I hate about aim assist the most. Then again, I can see how some people might appreciate it. I don't like it, it's disorienting. There's no option to turn it off, which I'm actually not entirely sure why there isn't. I'm assuming Bungie just figured, why would anyone want to turn that off? It's fine. I don't know if I'm just the only one who that actually, like, kind of gets in the way of, but sometimes it gets in the way. I wonder how many other people, like, come here just to get the bonus chest and... Oh, I should have gone off. Because they find, like, doing the actual raid to be either a pain or too inconvenient, the requirement of 6 people. I mean, that's quite the feat. Like, some people who, like, can complete them seemingly easy without much of a problem. They might undervalue just how grand a feat it is, actually, for 6 people to cooperate on such a level to complete something. In some cases, it might not be as great a feat, depending on the nature of how they bother to do it. Like, let's see, which raid has an account that's a good example? I would say the first encounter of Last Wish. However, such an encounter with no communication at all, there could still be issues. If there was absolutely no communication and they just are all in there and went about it, they're however they felt with it, assuming it's 6 people that all know what they're doing, there could still be complications. I'm thinking specifically at the point where you need to dodge Callie's blast. Annihilation blast. Even if they were able to get everything else done just right, somehow, without really getting in each other's ways too much, I would expect someone to at some point get blasted. Unless they were like all very, very careful and ran for the doors like the moment they saw it open. Or even started going for them beforehand, just to be safe. It would require them to be definitely extra careful. That's the only way I can think they can do it too easily without any communication. Or... oh, wow. I don't know if they could legitimately one-out the 3 damage bits. Just one phaser, one of the 3 damage bits. They might be able to. If they're able to output that much ridiculous damage, all 6 of them together, then I suppose that's also an opportunity. But that's not something that just anyone or everyone would be able to do so easily. To be fair, Callie's boss damage, to my understanding, might not be all that arduous from what I recall. I haven't gone to deal with Callie in a while. After all, they did fix that glitch where you could fight her by yourself. Though you can 2-man Callie legitimately. I've done it. Though it could take a bit. Gosh, I think the fastest I've done it with 2 people may have been, well, I was 2 full-ish. So with 6 people, maybe it's not that unreasonable to, although again I'm comparing like everyone is on the standard that everyone's doing 5 miles a day. Did they fix this? They used to have a really heavy first kick. I can't tell. It still feels like it's got that kick. Yeah, no, it's still. Come on, Bungie. I mean, you just made this weapon like not too long ago. Why? Actually, it might not be as bad as I'm thinking it is. They may have fixed it a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell though. Shoot. It feels less to me. Just slightly. But, case you're not aware, yeah, the first of its volley had like a really heavy kick initially. Looks like it still slightly has a kick to it, but it feels easier to aim. It really does. Hopefully they fixed it, but it's still weird, because I think it still does have a slightly harsher kick than the other two Pokemons. Unfortunately, I think that's on purpose. Which is not good. See that? You see how that guy just ran? That guy who just ran across, he just dragged the aimer after him. Which I guess would be kind of, I don't know how easy that would be, able for you guys to tell while watching this. But it's still really chaotic. Got more ammo. Typically walk all the way into a zone. There's nothing in my experience. Oh no. I'm stuck? What? That is not how this usually goes. Come on! What timing? Killed me the moment I landed. Well, that's ridiculous. Oh, it spawned me back here. That is good. Yes. Okay. This time, without error. Please. There we go. As it should have worked the first time, except I just got boots, unfortunately. What a pain. Just one red frame of a flesh club. Still haven't gotten the sword from here, so I can't even get that out of this bonus chest, unfortunately. Off to the other characters. Shoot. This really does take quite a while. But maybe it's because I'm just not rushing it as hard as I could. I want to at least get this done with the 3 characters. So, yeah, I'm just going to say forget about the bounties. Off to a different character. Here we go. My Titan. Raids over here. There we go. Oh, I've noticed that you can do some absurd amount of melee damage with this perk and this. Hopefully they don't nerf that. In fact, hopefully they elaborate further on this kind of stuff. I mean, it's a glaive, supposedly, or some kind of a spear arm, pole arm. But if they just make it, well, it's kind of disappointing. If it was a spear weapon, and its main point seems to be shooting and guarding. With, until now, its blade was pretty much secondary. You can use it quite often in, like, activities where the guys won't just one-shot you. Many hard activities, making use of its melee is an extremely risky
I am
game.
not your vanguard and I give no orders, only a warning. The pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered.
With a
This
set
one
like
was not
this,
left for
let's
you to
see.
find. You were not
Finding
guided
him.
to it, not
That's like
beckoned.
47,000.
This domain belongs to a dark
Shoot
entity,
this guy.
unknown
As
power.
Rambo Neely said it.
It seeks domination of the
I
throne
only saw it
world.
faintly for
Your
a moment,
presence
but
within
like
will be
60,000?
most
Welcome,
Now that's some
children of
powerful
light.
damage. To be
Drown
fair, I
in
have
the
a
deep
damage buff.
or rise from it.
That's 47,000. I haven't even triggered the glaives perk yet. Well, one. Crikey, I'm getting blasted. Rapid firing her abilities. Calm down, you gypsy. You gotta be kidding me. Of all the things to have killed me. Just suddenly him. Just some little peasant man in the sun. Oh, come on, I don't like that glitch. For your information, that little pause just suddenly, that wasn't an actual. Don't tell her. What was that pause? This is a glitch I've been seeing, I want to say more frequently. I mean, since the beginning of Witch Crew, yeah. If I was to say from that point till now, I've been seeing that glitch a lot more frequently around this point in time than I was when Witch Crew actually came out. That's kind of weird. This is a glitch that's just developed and they don't seem to mind. I mean, I melee a lot of guys with glaives at the beginning. I was glaving pretty much everyone. Disappointments. Though, to be fair, I don't really want the whole time I'm playing Destiny to be me just talking about disappointing things. Because I could go on and on for, well, a really long time about the things that are disappointing. I think what I just did is the equivalent of what they did not want to do. It's great. You saw how fast I mowed that guy? He just got whooped. Oh, he's dead already. 2 meters killed him. And the, well, 2 meters with the ice. Oh no, I'm actually doing Why? I should have both carried off the rest of the attacks. But they're fine with giving us a shield mechanic that makes us almost invincible. To be fair, by their own numbers that they put in one of their update notes, that guard out in the field, like not in Crucible, 97.5% damage reduction? Are you kidding me? It's so potent that sometimes, depending on the opponent that's attacking you, you might start to regenerate your health, even though you're being attacked. It's not even 100%. That shouldn't be possible for them to for me to start regenerating. Not soon. I wasn't standing in like a rift or anything. It was just like my regeneration. They were doing so low damage that somehow the game was like, you know what? Maybe they're not doing damage. Yeah, it's so low that it isn't even damage. That's like an insulting joke. And the game's the one who is making the joke, really. I'm just there to witness it. Let's see what loot it gives me this time. Come on. Oh dear. Dang it. I mean, after getting almost everything that I viewed to be important out of the terminal, that I can use these Spoils of Conquest to, like, you can get like exotics from things you missed and raids that you missed. After acquiring pretty much all the stuff from that I could, things like Anarchy, this Sparrow, what else did I get? I've done Crown. Heck, I think I've also done Scourge of the Past, just never got an exotic from it. I'm trying to recall if I actually completed Scourge of the Past or if it just got really, really close and then for some reason it called off. Don't know. Don't remember. Oh well. That was a long time ago anyways. I really want to be able to craft this, but this glaive, I guess initially it was really disappointing. I saw this glaive and I was like, aggressive frame? Oh gosh, oh nice. Hopefully. I was just not expecting Bungie to give us anything like this for a long time. I was concerned they would actually never give us something like this. And then, while my hopes started to soar higher and higher, thinking,
the
yes,
deep stone crypt,
a glaive with a new type of, like, a different kind of combo, something innovative, you know, something new.
Her followers intend to
They basically just gave us Age of Intent.
Chaos
They gave us the Warlock Exotic Glaive
Their success
as a legendary
means
glaive.
untamed power beyond their
That's
wildest dreams.
held the potential to be
They must
stronger.
be stopped.
Further whittling down the value of the Warlock's Glaive to essentially being a healing tool, and that's it. A glaive that's a healing tool, as well as can guard. But you're gonna have to pick one or the other. I mean, it's kind of hard to do both. Well, with this perk paired with the damage buff for smacking frozen targets, paired with the synthosteps. How the heck do you pronounce that? Oh wow. However it is. That's a lot of melee damage you could get. Like more than you would get from using a sword. To walk this area. Oh dear. Oh no. You know what? I'm assuming most other people who use glaives and enjoy glaives like how I do up to a point. Like me and my brothers, or more specifically me and my older brother. My younger brother doesn't seem as interested or to care as much. He just seems somewhat satisfied, I guess. I'm sure he'd probably enjoy it up to a point. But what we want, a kinetic glaive. I say a kinetic glaive, preferably. Kinetic glaive is not a legendary, not exotic item. I mean, exotic one would be cool and all, but it would be a pain. Suddenly, any set that I wanted to use, where I had like a special, not special, energy, exotic set, exotic, that's a heavy. Just not possible suddenly, because the only kinetic glaive at that point would be like just exotic itself. You can't use multiple exotics, you know? It doesn't really make any sense. It's a weapon just like similar how there are other weapons. That's for why this one cannot be wielded alongside other ones that are unique and special. It's kind of weird, considering legendary weapons sound pretty unique to me. Oh, that was close. The heck am I being shot by, and where? I teach you not to mess with me. Oh no. Oh wow. He flew. A trustee! Last time I did this raid, I finally unlocked trustee. Well, actually, well, maybe that's not the right way I should phrase it. I finally got my first trustee, more like. I think it was last time. Yeah. Got my first trustee, so I can finally get it out of the chest here. The shame is that I did not get a red frame out of the chest. Just got a regular one. What the heck? Actually, even I'm questioning the way why my stats are like that. My stats were only like this, to my knowledge, to compensate for things like, say if I was to go to this. Yeah. Well, that's still overcompensating. It doesn't need to be that high. Why is it that high? This is going to mobility. It's just lining it up, because if I switch my armor around, then it gets kind of obnoxious, and you have to go and change every little minute detail. If I also go change something like, respectively, I was going to go back there. Well, I can't change the mobility there to fix the issue. Or, I would want to have more mobility. To me, this is low mobility, up to a point. I usually like to have 70 and no lower. For like all three of my classes. Recovery stat, I just kind of let it be, I guess, for my Hunter and Titan up to a point. Naturally, I would want it to be higher if I could get it there, but different armor rolls and all that kind of stuff and trying to get all the line up just right can be a pain, especially when things like this can alter it. Like, now I have even more. The only reason why I was overcompensating though was for this initially. If I unclick that, oh, it's still out of sorts. Oh well. The last few seasons have done a number on my stats. I think my Hunter's one probably looks the most neat still, across the board, from whatever I switched through. My Titan, though, is having a hard time of it, it seems. Ooh. I've got full of this. Perhaps next time I play, I should expend as much of it as I can. After all, I gotta make progress somehow in unlocking more of these weapons. Oh dear, I'm hungry. So I've been going for about an hour now. Which, to me, I guess it's only a little surprising that this takes about an hour. But when you consider how I haven't even bothered gone to Last Wish, and put in, like, the codes of the wishing wall, so I can get some more loot. It makes it seem like just a simple weekly loot grab is actually somewhat time-consuming. Not sure what I want to equip or unlock. This one's only level 3, so I should keep it there so I can use it. My heavy prime won't matter all that much. It's a shame. I wanted to get this for so long, but then
Guardians, I am not
by
your
the time
vanguard
I
and
got
I
it
give
in,
no
they've
orders,
finally
only
gotten
a
around to
warning.
nerfing it.
The pyramid ahead is not like those you've previously encountered. This one was not left for you to find. You were not guided to it, not beckoned. This domain belongs to a dark entity, unknown in power. It seeks domination of the throne world. Your presence within will be most
Welcome, children of light. Drown in the deep, or rise from it.
What a cheer. Targeting the light was one thing, or having infinite super gaze was another. Spongy. Where's your explanation for that? If she has the light, then she seems to be just like us. And, oh, apparently she plays mayhem the whole time, even though we're just stuck on normal mode. Oh no. I wonder if the burst from this would get it. Nope. Okay, I think I have to go around. Ha. Ha. You've got to be kidding me, Punchy. What the heck? It didn't hit the... Ridiculous. I hope that that's a good example of how ridiculous some of the stuff that I have to deal with Bungie is. I get the feeling a regular gun wouldn't have had that problem. But no. It just so happens my favorite type of weaponry, near enough. Just most of them have issues. Bows, glaives, swords. Why have they got so many problems? To be fair, it's not like guns don't have any problems at all either. But they don't have these kind of problems. Nor do they seem to have as many problems. But do any of the problems quite stand on par with this super? So I can mash this as much as I want. No super cost. But then I press the button once, it fires 2 volleys of that. What's the point of 2 volleys of that? So I can get more guys? But why does it shoot like that though? The amount of super energy it takes is just not worth it. It's too much. For something that's not powerful enough, so it feels. It's weird though. From what I hear, I think some people might actually find that the super is just fine. Or even better than just simply just fine. I mean, it's great for the new dungeon. If you're trying to scam the switches to be all active nicely. But aside from that, it's like, It's nice if you're using like a similar setup to what I'm using, I guess. And then you froze a whole bunch of enemies and then you went to the super. Then it would potentially be nice. But otherwise, if you need to use the super itself to set it up, nah. Plus, I would definitely not say great for damaging a single target. No way. This is useful. I don't know. I mulled over quite a lot in my brain trying to figure out what setup would be good for this. I really wanted to keep this, but in the end I decided to go with this, which was not something I was using originally. I was using this and this. And I was like, no, this is just good enough for me. But then along came this exotic. That's what ultimately started to get me to more so change my mind, I guess. Again, no red frame, though it has both the raid perks. Which I'd want to craft one that has both the raid perks, just because I find that that's fitting. Unfortunately, my vault also only has so much space, which I'm not sure if Bungie's data archives are really just struggling that much. I mean, to be fair, when you think about it, a vault size of what, like 500, 600-ish? But now imagine that. They have to keep their, like, their servers and all that stuff with all the data that's being changed rapidly, randomly, sporadically, at any point, at any time, all across the world, for who knows how many players. 500 or 600 times however many players there are that could be just fluctuating and rapidly changing at any point of time. As much as I want to just give them crap for like how it feels like a small vault size when there's this much gear to be had. Yeah, that's they're actually doing quite a bit, or so it seems. To be fair, I haven't seen how it is on their end. Maybe they do deserve to be given a lot of crap for all this. For all I know, it might actually not be taking up all that much in their archives after all. And they're just being really stingy and weird about it. Or it could be completely justified and they're just barely making do. Oh well. Unless I ever speak to them or get behind the scenes where they are, I'll never probably truly know. I think in my Pokemon videos I did mention something about wanting, like, having an ambitious concept of if I was ever able to, like, speak or how do I put it, meet someone, like, well, the higher ups, I guess, of Game Freak, or even probably not, yeah, of Game Freak or Nintendo. Had an idea for a story for a game, essentially. Naturally, I don't own Pokemon, so implementing such a story isn't exactly very doable by me, but it's an idea that I've thought about quite a bit, contemplated story, certain aspects of it all. Have I the money to fund it? No, though to be fair, they probably do. I mean, with the story of their last game, it was basically, oh, we've got a region, and it's got like a...
Aramis found
it's got a school,
the
yeah.
Deep Stone Crypt,
Ain't that
the
cool?
birthplace of the Exo, and a prison for something sinister.
And then the background, we got this giant hole.
Use of it,
this
to
giant
unleash a
hole
chaos they do not understand.
of this country.
Their success means untamed
And
power
in this
beyond
big,
their wildest
giant pit,
dreams. They must be stopped.
all sorts of weirdness is going on. Actually, not very much. Just Pokemon are down there, and their crystals, and the future, and all sorts of other times shenanigans just being bent out of whack. Oh wowzers! Just got mugged. As far as the end bit of it goes, it's not that bad of a story, I guess. But with what I had in mind for a story, I would say what I had in mind is more interesting to see than, ooh, we have a big academy. Ooh. What is the big wall? I think that might be the second time I've seen that glitch, where somehow an enemy killed me with my own stasis. What the heck? Hopefully Bungie's noticed this. Hopefully they start noticing my videos so they can see some of the flaws being pointed out by someone who's seeing this. Because, I mean, I'm going to keep playing this game naturally. And I'm going to see their flaws. Oh, you bet I will. At least some of them. Oh, shoot. Oh dear. I mean, the Pokemon game has glitches and all that, but at least its glitches were not all that bad. Some of them, I guess, like the one where in the Terra Raid battle, it just like kind of... Actually, I wonder if I've released the episode where that happened. You see, that's kind of what I meant earlier by how the way I've released the episodes are kind of weird. Hopefully I won't ever get myself into such a weird situation like that in the future when I do episodes for things. Just just gotta release them essentially in order to prevent that from happening. I have some other videos for other games that I have in mind, but I haven't recorded it yet. I mean, I've only just finished uploading, like today, uploading the, or I guess as of my recording of this, I've only just finished uploading the 37th episode of my Pokemon Violet playthrough. Yeah, I have other games in mind before I start playing more Pokemon. As I mentioned, I want to play more Pokemon. I really do. Especially after finally getting to look behind the... So like by this point of my recording, I've done more than it would seem if you were to just look at my Pokemon pictures. Essentially, I'm excited to play more Pokemon. Destiny, what's interesting is happening in Destiny right now. I guess just the thought of how the expansion is getting closer, slowly but surely. That's what's most exciting. And to me, I mean, the season story is kind of, I think it's not bad, but then it's also kind of, So if I had to say what my opinion of what the most interesting thing about this story so far, it might actually be that Clovis is a part of it, if you ask me. That might be almost the most interesting thing about it to me. I mean, having Anna Bray for more stories just, I don't know, it makes me think back to when we were used to do stuff on Mars. I'm like, I don't know, I didn't like that story. The story was kind of really meh. Her going about needing Rasputin and all that. Oh no, we need Rasputin to kill a worm. I sure as heck did not need Rasputin to kill a worm. I've done that strike several times and killed it solely myself. In very, very quick order, to say the least. In fact, using the spear only made it take longer. I don't know if these Rasputin's broken, weak spear. I could just blast the worm with Thousand Voice. While back with Thousand Voice actually was like extraordinarily tough. It's not like it's weak now, but by comparison to before, I don't know. Is it just me? Anyone else who plays Destiny 2 and has Thousand Voice? Have you guys noticed how it's like, I don't know, it feels weaker now? I don't mean like anyone who just has gotten it like stuff recently, or maybe Windows anything. But I mean like, so you got it like when it came out. That's a good example of stuff I'm getting. Back then it was one of the strongest things around. One of them. Doesn't mean it was the strongest thing, it was definitely one of them. You brought that to the table of damage, you can bet people are going to be feasted with its power. Now just punches not as total. Hopefully it's for some good reason, like in preparation. Well, actually, I can't really picture it for a good reason. Most nerfs I can picture Bungie is done. I'm almost not for anything. I mean, the buff is pretty much my favorite of the exotic bows. In fact, they buffed it so much that I'm confused. I'm not even sure why they buffed it. They didn't give it a catalyst or anything, but they gave it something so... They just upped its scale for what it could do damage wise. So much so I'm like, well, this is almost too good now. I was already feeling really, really powerful in the field. But now it's so good that people who probably who weren't interested in pushing it before are leaping on it like now it's good. Like since it came out. It still has the occasional issue of where, depending on where you hit the target, it might not do all its exit damage, or exit damage at all. Respectively, Savathun, that I was shooting before, right now, if I was to shoot Savathun in the head, either it'll do 1 exit damage or no exit damage. Or call, I think it does 1 exit damage. damage, but it doesn't do the second one when you add it. But if I was to shoot something just in her body, I guess, just regular, to shoot at her body, it would do the exit damage twice, like how it is supposed to do now, because they gave it like a second exit damage. Her head, no. But like her shoulder, her foot, anything like that. Anywhere other than her precision point, her face. And suddenly it'll just get like, I think it's like roughly 8,000 and maybe also another 8,000 damage. But if you shot her in the, like anywhere else in the body, the regular damage, like the impact damage initially would be like, what, 4,000? And then 2 exit damage, which is about as much as you have gotten for a precision shot. Like regular impact. So, yeah, not really good with the way of putting the damage. Or more accurately, not good with the effective. It should have done the exit damage, like the double exit damage on precision damage, like this. Both of these guys, but it's like pretty much impossible when you like come down to the time to actually once I finally actually got them. My pulses are going out because they've already like gotten the other way I can see the extras just around the corner. Smashing. Yes. Okay. Let's use this. Not honestly terrible. I hope. Sounds like it. Nice. Then again, with their nerfs to Anarchy, and now their nerfs to Wither Horde as well. At this point, Anarchy is now probably stronger than Wither Horde is once again. However, not in a way that is justified. Just nerf after nerf. Fix the stuff. Don't just weaken stuff to try to create some false sense of balance. Come on, Bungie. You've created a game that's got so many good things in it as, well, so far. Surely it wouldn't hurt to go the rest of the way and just make it almost truly the best MMO. I mean, why not? What's there to fear? If you can make it truly supreme, or almost supreme, well, as far as an MMO of this style anyway, I mean, it'd be kind of hard to take the title of best MMO overall, just in every way. Different genres of games. There could be an MMO that's just of a different genre. To say one is truly better than the other entirely, that's... I'm assuming the other one must really suck for that to be even a possibility. For one to just be fundamentally better. But yeah. Well, I went and got my loot. It's been about an hour and a half. So yeah. This wasn't exactly a very eventful, like, recording, I guess. But, yeah, I guess it works as a partial sample. I didn't really do anything spectacular, though. I just went and got loot. That could have been nice, or could have not been nice. It wasn't really nice, unfortunately. But I intend to do things like run dungeons. On recording, I'll probably attempt to... Will I attempt to solo flawless them? I might attempt to solo flawless them. I've soloed 2 of the dungeons before. No, 3 actually. Yeah, I've sold 3 of them all the way and completed them. 2 of which I almost solo flawless just by chance of me almost doing that while doing the dungeons. You know, like Pit of Heresy and Shattered Throne. Shattered Throne, the boss at the end was stronger. No, the boss encounter at the end was stronger than I was expecting. And Pit of Heresy, I died in the most dumb way probably that could have happened during the dungeon almost. No, I could have died in a dumber way, but prospectively, right after the Chamber of Suffering, yeah, I just got whooped during the fall. Right before the maze, like, yeah, right before that maze. It wasn't an actual encounter that even killed me. It wasn't even an enemy that killed me. If I didn't die there, I would have soul flossed it right then and there. Well, not during that moment, just once I beat the dungeon. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. That's it for tonight. As far as the next video that I'll probably upload after this one will probably be... well, it won't be Destiny. And it won't be Pokemon, despite how I really want to play more Pokemon. I wonder what project I should put to test next. I'm gonna go with another series that I really, really like, instead of just leaping onto a one and done type of series. I mean, well, I think of that. I think of, like, if I was to give an example, Red Steel 2. That's an interesting game. I haven't played it in years, but I don't know. I don't remember who created the game. And I don't think there's a Red Steel 3 in the making. If there is, I've never heard of it. I haven't played the first one. In fact, I almost haven't heard of that either. Heck, Red Steel 2 in the first place is not really a game I've heard of much. I just owned it. And I've played it. Though, when I beat it, that was years ago. Many years ago. But yeah. For now, that's all for me, I guess. So you humans will just have to see me next time. Bye for now.